gentlemen, welcome to Euphoria. Coming to you live from the Kumite Dome as I, Tapey Styles, calling the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. And tonight, we have one hell of a spectacle to deliver to you here tonight. 4 championship matches, a dream match, and for the first time ever in KPW history, an Iron Man match. As we get a quick rundown of the card for later on tonight. And our main event, of course, for the World Heavyweight Championship. We're, of course, talking about the Buckingham Palace match between the Monarch, Oliver English, and, of course, our World Heavyweight Champion, the man that is on the hunt to get his prized possession back, Pando. But also still to come, as aforementioned, the 60-minute Iron Man tag team match between the BamBus, Bam Dardino, Ricky Rhombus, and of course, 2 very uneasy allies in quite an unusual circumstance when a threat has proven themselves to be too great. 2 enemies must join forces to take them down. We're, of course, talking about Pierre Cinema and Jedi. Now, that's going to be one hell of a match, but another match that is certainly going to be one for the record books is our Hardcore Championship match of the evening. As Bawb, our 300-pound misfit, our Hardcore Champion, goes one-on-one against the director, Steven Gielberg, for the gold. And while we're talking about championship matches, we can't go without mentioning our Twitch championship match still to come, as Popcorn Papi experiences some serious deja vu, as he will have to defend the Twitch championship against the newly returned Rhinestone Cowboy, the Sauce. And we've been talking all about high stakes going into tonight's event. Let's talk about high profile. We know that Cory Sinclair has been begging for a new challenger, looking for anybody to step up to the plate so he can finally ascend to that next level. And now he has one hell of a match on his hands. Some may even say it's a dream match, because now Cory Sinclair, the king of Stego style, takes on the 7'4", 525-pound man beast, Crisp Billy, for the first time ever. And that all goes down later on tonight. But to kick off tonight's festivities, to kick off all this action, the tag team championships will be up for grabs. Laying it all on the line here, Bunker Hill K-Dog Solo goes up against some of the most historical underdogs in the history of KPW. Willie Nixon, Mojo Perry, we know them very well as the Raging Bulls. And I believe that match is about to go down right here and right now. Let's get right down to ringside. Kumite Dome looking packed and stacked, sold out. The Raging Bulls have been waiting for this opportunity for quite some time. This is their time to prove all the doubters wrong. They've come so close to obtaining the championship gold before in times immemorial. But now they have another chance to prove that they are more than worthy of being the tag team champions. But first, they have to take down Bunker Hill. K-Dog, Solo, the Pitbull, the Scrapyard Saint, they're making their first tag team championship defense. A real battle of old school versus new school here tonight. K-Dog, Solo still somewhat inexperienced as a tag team. Solo elected to start this bout off for the champions. Mojo Perry electing to start things off for the Raging Bulls, the challengers. Bunker Hill in their signature green and black apparel. They've been very fruitful, very successful in their endeavors to keep the championships away from Parliament as they hold possession over the tag team championships and as well as the Twitch championship. Irish whip into the Bunker Hill corner. Mojo Perry caught in between both members. Mojo having to go below the belt to break himself free. A little bit of miscommunication from Bunker Hill. Solo was very quick to jump the gun there. Willie Nixon makes the tag now. Rock kick from Willie Nixon to Solo. And one has to remember, back at Sabotage just a month ago when they won the tag team championship, Solo wasn't even involved in the match. That 4-team championship open. Elimination rules applied that night. When one man was eliminated from the match, his tag team partner would step in and fill his shoes. K-Dog was in that bout from beginning to end. He did not need the assistance of Solo. He went out of his way to eliminate half the people in that match by himself. K-Dog has proven that he can carry the weight for Bunker Hill and represent them strong as part of their tag team. It is only a matter of time before Solo can step up to the plate and equal out the workload. K-Dog makes the tag. Wrenching the arm. K-Dog with the reversal, however. Headlock takeover from Willie Nixon, representing the Raging Bulls. Tag out to Mojo Perry. Tandem offense from the Bulls. Double hip toss. And the Bulls, they are on fire tonight. This is the best shot that they've had of winning the tag team championships in a very long time. The last time they received an opportunity for the gold was back in April of 2024. Fully loaded. And they challenged the Boise Boys for the KPW Tag Team Championships. A match that ended in referee stoppage. And it has been a long, arduous climb back to this very time, to this very place. The landscape has shifted significantly since that night. Irish whip. Solo with the spinning wheel kick. Exchange of strikes between the two teams. Solo winning the brief exchange. Drop kick denied by Solo. Spinning heel kick denied by Mojo Perry as he zeroes in on the leg of Solo. Double knife edge chop from the Scrapyard Saint. Another quick chop from the one half of the tag team champions. Keeping the pressure up, pushing Mojo Perry back into his own corner.
1, 2.
As Mojo gets launched out of the ring, down to the floor, the referee Slap Thigh Jones beginning the count here. Mojo's back on his feet. He rises to the occasion, gets back up on the apron, steps through the ropes, and he is ready to take on Bunker Hill once again. Small package from Solo. And look at the strategy that the Raging Bulls are employing. They have been very vigilant in keeping their tags quick. They've been vigilant in trying to conserve their energy, their stamina. They do not want to give Bunker Hill any chance of an opening for them to strike. Sunset flip, going for the cover, but K-Dog's at the ropes. Irish whip into the corner, drop kick to the sternum of K-Dog, pushing him back towards his corner. Quick overhead strikes from K-Dog. Arm drag from the pit bull. Tag made to Mojo Perry. Both Raging Bulls looking for some more tandem offense. Double suplex on K-Dog. Another collar and elbow tie up. European uppercut, putting a little extra oomph on that is K-Dog. K-Dog going for a middle kick. Mojo Perry catches it. Mojo goes for a kick of his own. K-Dog catches the foot, but Mojo, quick on his wits, goes for that enziguri. K-Dog strikes him down with a snap jab. We are here to see if he could do it once again, if he could prove that sabotage was not a fluke. Is his bark as vicious as his bite? Tag made to Solo. Solo springs into action. Chicken wing suplex, but K-Dog's not the legal man. Snapmare from the Scrapyard Saint, trying to keep things on a ground level. Tag made to Willie Nixon. And a hellacious clothesline. What a hell of an assist from one bull to another. Forearm strike. Willie Nixon. Zeroing in on the legs of Solo once again. It's been a constant source of attack for the Raging Bulls. Another forearm strike takes down Solo. Drop kick. As Solo gets back to a vertical base, makes a quick tag to K-Dog. Schoolboy cover up attempt. Another rope break. More situational awareness coming to the benefit of the champions. And what Bunker Hill has in inexperience, they make up more than plenty for it in success. They have quite the advantage going into tonight's bout, being able to call themselves the tag team champions. K-Dog, quite a formidable man by himself, now has Solo by his side, has the rest of Bunker Hill to support him. The Bulls look to capitalize once more. Mojo Perry getting involved. Irish whip by Mojo Perry. Drop kick sends K-Dog through the ropes. He's as far away from his partner as possibly be. K-Dog trying to take down two birds with one stone, but it backfires. He was able to knock Willie Nixon off the apron, but he distracted himself long enough for Mojo Perry to make the first strike. K-Dog attempts the flying forearm smash. And Mojo Perry, quick on his feet, quick on his wits. As always, he very quickly averts it. K-Dog tossing Mojo Perry out of the ring. Bunker Hill has Willie Nixon all to themselves. Solo, Willie Nixon continuing the action on the outside. Solo bought K-Dog enough time to recuperate, enough time to recover. And Solo was looking to inflict more offense, inflict more pain on the Raging Bulls here tonight. Spinning wheel kick denied by Mojo Perry. Championship match here tonight, 60-minute time limit if needed. These two teams are more than willing to go the distance if need be. A-Dog was motioning towards the center of the ring to assist his tag team partner, but I think he put his faith in Solo to wrap up his business as efficiently as he can here. Sleeper hold from Willie Nixon, catching him off guard. And Solo was able to break free. He was able to loosen himself up, drop dead weight. A risky move when going into a sleeper hold. But the clinch was not tight enough on the part of Willie Nixon. A choke in the corner from Willie Nixon, continuing the pressure on Solo. Power slam into a standing moonsault from Solo. And the Bulls have control of the ring once again here. Mojo going for a dive to the outside. Nobody home. And now the Bulls are paying for it in full.
7, 8.
K-Dog with the stop sign. Pulling that out of the grip of the Kumite faithful here tonight. Schoolboy attempt on Solo. Snap from Solo takes down Mojo Perry. K-Dog looking to get his hands dirty. He re-enters the bout. He is now the legal man for the tag team champions. Forearm strike to the back of K-Dog. Irish whip. K-Dog looks to meet him at the ropes there. Back elbow. K-Dog stop sign in hand. Quickly disarmed by the Raging Bulls. Crossface chicken wing by K-Dog. As he completes his assault here, he continues the offense on the arms of Mojo Perry. Another crossface chicken wing. And Willie Nixon broke up the hold there. We didn't know how much longer Mojo Perry is going to be able to stick in the hold. Willie Nixon attempting a suplex out of the ring. K-Dog suplexes him back into it. K-Dog fending off the Raging Bulls by himself there. Stop sign shot from Mojo Perry. K-Dog catches the stop sign. He's putting it down. He wants to throw down with his bare hands.
2, 3.
Willie Nixon sneaking in while K-Dog's guard was lowered.
6.
Quick drop kick
7.
to the back of the knee.
8. 9. 10. 11. 12.
Big backdrop on the floor, courtesy of K-Dog.
14. 15.
Solo keeping Mojo Perry busy. K-Dog's got to get back in the ring, however.
17. 18.
Wrist crusher on the floor. And I think Willie Nixon might be out of this permanently. And look with how much fire, with how much passion both of these teams are fighting with here tonight. Both of these teams gave their absolute all here. But it was Bunker Hill that marched out victorious. They have retained the tag team championships. At first we thought it was going to be Bunker Hill that would be caught in the crossfire, caught in danger, with the Raging Bulls dominating the vast majority of this match. Until the action spilled to the outside in the previous minute. Solo held his weight. He carried his load as strongly as he could. He kept Mojo Perry distracted, while K-Dog moved to the outside and neutralized Willie Nixon on the floor with that wrist crusher before marching back into the ring to finish the job on Mojo. And you gotta give it to the Raging Bulls. That was one hell of a fight they put up. I don't think they came any closer to winning the tag team championships than they have here tonight. They may not have won the championships here at Euphoria, but they certainly won the respect of the Kumite faithful in the Dome here tonight. And I think they also won the respect of K-Dog Solo are tag team champions in Bunker Hill. But coming up next, a match for the ages, a match that we have never seen before. First time ever here in KPW history. Man Beast versus the king of Stego style, Crisp Billy, goes one-on-one against Cory Sinclair. Crisp Billy marching down to the ring with purpose. Cory Sinclair won the challenge. He's gonna get his answer here tonight. Have his eyes been bigger than his stomach. He's got some heavy shoes to fill. And he's got to be real careful around Crisp Billy. He could really put the boots to him. That's a 500+ pound man. And marching down to the ring, the king of Stego style, Cory Sinclair. In recent weeks, expressing some frustration about the way things have been going, about the trajectory of where he's been here at KPW. He feels that he could be much further, much higher up the rungs here in KPW. A true David versus Goliath bout here. Cory Sinclair looking to zero in on a new target. Head scissors takedown denied by Crisp Billy. Overhead strike from Crisp Billy. Cory Sinclair looking to meet him there. Irish whip into the corner. Cory Sinclair with the headstand over the ropes, kicks away Crisp Billy. Irish whip into another set of the corners. Throat thrust takes down Crisp Billy. Big boot, retaliation from the big man. Arm elbow tie up. Flying cross body chop. Scoop slam from Cory Sinclair. I think he caught Crisp Billy off guard there. I don't think anybody was expecting a move like that. Headlock takeover from the big man, 500 pounds. That's a lot of pressure to land right on your chest. A lot of pressure to land on your sternum there. A hellacious clothesline from Crisp Billy. Rolling wheel kick from Cory Sinclair. Cory looking to follow up with a super kick, but Crisp Billy cut off his flow, catching him into a suplex. Short arm clothesline cover. Cory's up, not even before the count of one. Big boot from Crisp Billy. And now he's looking to choke the life out of Cory Sinclair. Dragon screw from the king of Stego style. Spinning leg drop to follow it up. And this is a smart idea on the side of Cory Sinclair. He knows that he can't compete with Chris Billy in power, but he can certainly outpace him. He has more speed, he's got more stamina. He can certainly compete in aerial offense. But Cory's taking quite the interesting approach here. He's trying to take Chris Billy off of his vertical base. Another arm dragon screw attempted by Cory. Cory trying to go for another scoop slam. That's the second time he's been able to pick up Chris Billy. But who knows how much is that going to take out of him? Jawbreaker from Cory to Chris Billy. Some underhand strikes from Chris Billy. Big boot to Cory Sinclair. Irish whip on the ropes there. Big back body drop. Chris Billy exercising that reach advantage that he has over Cory Sinclair. Clearing him by well over a foot in height. He's at least double the weight of this man. But that doesn't put Cory Sinclair in a complete disadvantage. He's in one hell of a position to stay out of the eyesight of Chris Billy. Chris Billy constantly having to look down to reestablish his placements, his natural muscle memory, having to shift for this bout because of the difference in size. Chris Billy looking to go for a power slam. Cory Sinclair sidesteps him, looking to go for a small package. And Cory Sinclair almost stole it there. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Back elbow from Chris Billy, keeping the speed up. And a big club to the back of the head of Cory. The quick strikes, the quick thinking on both these men. It's absolutely thunderous here tonight in the Kumite Dome, part of Euphoria. Chris Billy with another suplex to Cory Sinclair. Irish whip, Cory hits the ropes. Cory sidesteps Chris Billy once again, using the speed to his advantage. Chris Billy having to act a little bit earlier here. Handspring back elbow from Cory. And Cory goes low with a headbutt to the groin of the man beast. Big boot sends Cory through the ropes. A throat thrust takes Cory down to the floor. And what the hell is Chris Billy thinking? Oh my God!
5, 6, 7.
That's a 500-pound man leaping off the top rope all the way down to the floor with a diving clothesline. He got all of it on that one. Tilt-a-whirl side slam off the ropes. Chris Billy hooking the leg. This could be it, and no. Cory Sinclair powers out at 2. Cory Sinclair in the corner, getting Chris Billy up to the top rope here. Jesus! Cory Sinclair is unloading on the man beast. You know, if it wasn't already impressive enough that he could scoop slam the big man, he just delivered a back suplex off the top rope and down to the mat.
3.
Onto the man-beast, onto that 500-pounder. An impressive display of strength here tonight from Cory Sinclair. Cory trying to stay out of the grip of crisp Billy. Cory Sinclair attempting another scoop slam, but I think the energy, the stamina, it's all catching up to him. Trying to rep a 500-pound man is not as easy as it may seem. First, Billy suplexes Cory Sinclair back into the ring. Lateral press, this could be it.
Count 2.
And another kick out from Cory Sinclair. Cory Sinclair marching into tonight's bout, certainly with a lot to prove. First, Billy, of course, one of the most dangerous men in the history of all of KPW. Big superplex halfway across the ring. First, Billy looking to go. He's not. And Cory Sinclair moving out of harm's way of that elbow drop. I don't think Chris Billy was going to make it all the way across. But these two were damn near trying to kill each other here tonight. Swinging DDT. Irish whip into the ropes. Cory bounces off the ropes here. Power bomb towards the corner. Hook in the leg. That's ball game. No! No, it's not! Cory Sinclair still has some fight to him. A third power bomb. There's Billy going up top now. Looking for the elbow, but Cory moves further away this time. He was definitely in the target zone. He was in the drop zone. Cory Sinclair looking for a suplex. I think he's gotten ahead of himself once again. Not the smartest move when you're dealing with a man twice your size. We've seen it take out so much stamina, so much energy for Cory Sinclair. And now it all becomes a game of survival, a game of endurance for the King of Stego style. And whatever strength, whatever energy Cory Sinclair may still have, it might have been choked right out of him under the boot of Chris Billy. Cory Sinclair breaking free of the grip of Chris Billy. Heel kick to the back. And I think he just upset the big man. Power slam onto Cory. Chris Billy moving quick. Choke slam center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Chris Billy has just put down Cory Sinclair, and Cory put up an impressive fight for sure. And Chris Billy's not done. He's picking him back up for another choke slam. You weren't happy enough with the beating that you gave this man, the victory that you just earned here tonight? Cory Sinclair has just been drilled with not one, not two, but 3 choke slams. And Chris Billy. Now this is just insult to bantery here. Oil spill on Cory Sinclair. I don't know where the hell this energy came from regarding Chris Billy. Certainly had to be some pettiness, some spite behind it. After Cory Sinclair cost him his match on Warzone in the past 2 weeks against Josue. But I think Chris Billy knows that the king of Stego style damn near pushed him to his limits here tonight. And he had to send one hell of a message, one hell of a ruthless message. An absolutely disgusting display here from the 7'4", 525-pound man beast. He may have won the match here tonight, but he certainly didn't win the respect of the Kumite Dome, the faithful here tonight. But speaking of a lack of respect, speaking of things that may be deja vu, in fact.
Mamacita.
What the hell is this? It's the secret weapon of Parliament, Josue. The hell is he doing out here tonight? Marching down to the ring here, microphone in hand. What the hell is this? Pando running through the crowd. Pando, our world heavyweight champion, he's been on a mission. He's on a hunt to get his world heavyweight championship back from Oliver English. And he's making his move on Parliament before we even get to Buckingham Palace. A world heavyweight champion just set up one hell of an ambush. And I don't even think the rest of Parliament was expecting this. Certainly not Chaos Control, certainly not Tory, certainly not the Monarch. We know Josue has been expressing some serious frustrations within Parliament, within the way that Oliver English chooses to lead them towards the great vision. He certainly had a lot on his mind there. Pando has played to be frustrated about here. Pando with a stop sign. Drilling Josue with the stop sign. And he's still keeping up the fight. He's still keeping up the pressure. A spear into the corner. Pando is on the hunt. He is going absolutely feral here tonight. Pando picking up a microphone here. He's
Where's the rest of Parliament?
got Josue by the
Where
hair
did
now.
Oliver take my championship belt? I know you were made aware of these plans, Josue. Tell me where my belt is, and I won't have to assist you in jogging your memory.
You know exactly what would happen to me if I gave up that information. Parliament promised me glory. They give me the world on a silver platter. They are my familia. Can't even confront the boss about it, why should they give you the answer, pendejo?
Josue still as defiant as ever here. Pando says, have it your way. Josue busts it open with a barbed wire 2x4. And where the hell is the rest of Parliament? Not a single member. No reinforcements in sight here. And what a hellacious throw on the floor by Pando. And Josue just trying his best to fight back. There's only so much you could do when you've lost so much blood and you're in the ring with the Siberian Silver Bear against the world heavyweight champion, a man on a hunt. Old Nelson's suplex. Pando going up top there, moonsault onto the back of Josue.
Josue, why do you have to feel so bold and tight-lipped? Can't you see Parliament isn't coming out to save you? You had the gall to question their leadership, and I'm left wondering how a silver-tongued snake convinced you to take a bullet for him. I only want what belongs to me. Tell me where it is, and the beating will stop.
You want to know where your world title is? You're gonna have to kill me to get to that belt.
You're gonna have to kill him to get to the belt. Josue still keeping up the fight, still as defiant as ever. He's not giving up any sort of information. He's keeping up the fight. He's still giving up one hell of a go. Honestly, I wonder if it's just completely in vain at this point. But Josue is still gonna do whatever he can to weaken to neutralize Pando before Buckingham Palace in our main event here. Pando leaping over the top rope, springing into action, taking down Josue once again here. Josue is a damn mess. He's a train wreck here tonight. Another spear from Pando.
Final warning, Josue. If you don't tell me where my belt is, I'm gonna break your freaking neck. Your dear leader may be full of shit about the promises he made to you, but I can make good on my promise right here and now. Torai, Chaos Control. They won't be marching down anytime soon. And in about 3 seconds, you won't be marching anywhere ever again if you don't tell me exactly what I want to hear. 1.
Oh my God,
2.
He's gonna break his neck.
Hey. Let me go, we will talk. There is a briefcase with your belt inside of it in Parliament's locker room. I have the key in my back pocket, man. Take it and do what you must. But don't break my neck, man.
Josue, I always knew you were a good kid. But I can't run the risk of you retaliating in Buckingham Palace later tonight. It's time to go for a ride.
What? I got
going
you
for
what
a
you
ride.
wanted. You said that you would stop. No. Please, no.
Josue's going for one hell of a ride here. He's positioning him over the stop sign. Angel dust on the stop sign. That's Joswe's own finishing maneuver.
Knockout.
I think he might have broke his freaking neck. Pando got his answers. He knows exactly where Parliament is possessing and keeping guard over his World Heavyweight Championship. What an absolutely merciless beatdown from Pando. And we saw the tactical savviness on display here from the Siberian Silver Bear. He knew exactly the risk that he was running by allowing Josue to walk away from this. He knew that the risk of retaliation was high. He had to take out the most reliable backup that Parliament has. Oliver English might be marching into Buckingham Palace with no leverage and by himself here. And speaking of title bouts, coming up next for the KPW Twitch Championship, Popcorn Papi experiences some serious deja vu as he now goes one-on-one once again against the Sauce.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Josue being assisted to the back by medical staff here. The Sauce marching past the medical staff, marching past Josue, not even giving them a glance. The Sauce is laser focused. Parliament's dear leader Oliver English is looking to restore KPW to his former glory as the first ever World Heavyweight Champion. The Sauce, a similar predicament. He's trying to regain the Twitch Championship as he was the first ever KPW Twitch Champion. But I think his goal here is gonna be a test of will. We're looking forward to one hell of a battle here coming up next. As the Sauce has to take on his most formidable foe. These two men went to absolute war with each other. Representing Bunker Hill, it's Popcorn Papi. Popcorn Papi amidst his third Twitch Championship reign. The Sauce aiming to get his second reign started here tonight. And look at the brawling going on inside the ring here. Absolutely vicious between these two. I don't think the time has healed the wounds between these two have inflicted on each other just yet. It was just 6 months ago when we saw these two slug it out on Warzone in a barbed wire brawl. An absolutely brutal and absolutely bloody affair for all parties involved. Arm elbow tie up here. The Sauce looking to go for a suplex on Popcorn Papi. Quick strike sends Popcorn Papi into the ropes. This is quite a level of vulnerability that we haven't seen before in Popcorn Papi's reign as a Twitch champion. Another collar and elbow tie up, side Russian leg sweep denied by Popcorn Papi. Waistlock tie up here. Atomic drop by the Rhinestone Cowboy, the Sauce. Sauce looking to put the boots to Popcorn Papi. Standing clothesline, turn into reverse armbar by the Twitch champion. Sauce keeping that pressure up. Popcorn Papi launches the Sauce off the ropes, back body drop. Headlock takeover by the Sauce. Transitioning into a side armbar here. Popcorn Papi wiggles towards the ropes and he gets the rope break. Quick strike from the Sauce takes Popcorn Papi through the apron. The Sauce hasn't even been back for a full week. He came back this past Monday night on Warzone as part of a Four Corners match, a Twitch Championship contender, to determine who would step up to Popcorn Papi here tonight at Euphoria. A bout that involved Nick Flawless, a bout that involved Tate and his stablemate Popo here. Rockabye by the Sauce. We might be saying goodnight to that sweet championship reign of Popcorn Papi here. Reverse DDT. Cover.
1, 2, 3.
And the Sauce is your new Twitch champion. We want to talk about deja vu. We got to talk about this. Almost 1-to-1 to how the Sauce won the Twitch Championship all the way back at our first ever monthly special event, Spring Stampede in 2024. When he went one-on-one against the Heartthrob Popo for the Twitch Championship to crown the first ever champion here in KPW. The Sauce won it in just an equal amount of time. He was quick, he was vigilant, he moved with absolute purpose. Everything in his fiber and his being moved in the same direction here tonight. The Sauce has been on an absolute roll since he came back. And in just a week's time, he has recaptured the Twitch Championship. Congratulations to the Rhinestone Cowboy, our new Twitch champion, the Sauce. Speaking of championship implications, we gotta talk about the Hardcore Championship up for grabs here tonight, as the 300-pound misfit Bawb goes one-on-one against the director Steven Gielberg. The director marching with stride, as mean, as sick and as perverse as ever, Steven Gielberg. Picked up one hell of a shocking victory over the past several weeks, with the momentum in the favor of his opponent. We thought that Venom Artemis would be the man to step up to the Misfit here tonight at Euphoria, especially after that upset victory over the Viceroy. Steven Gielberg drilled Venom Artemis with that blue shell bomb. And now it is up to the Misfit to restore some order. Bawb marching forward. Hardcore championship draped over the shoulder. And what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a hoss fight. Steven Gielberg weighing in tonight at 285 pounds. Bawb with the slight advantage coming in tonight at 300 on the dot here. Power slam by Bawb. Steven Gielberg, Bawb sizing each other up. Back elbow gets Steven Gielberg out of the waist lock. Snap suplex from Bawb to Steven Gielberg, the champion, trying to stay ahead here. And a quick hip attack has busted open Bawb here. Steven Gielberg has the perfect opportunity to strike. This is exactly the sort of opening, the weakness that he's been looking for. This is something that he could absolutely exploit here. And now for Bawb, it is all about a numbers game here tonight. Sidewalk slam by the champion. Another hip attack takes down Bawb. Trying to further open up that wound on the forehead, that gash. Snap suplex from Bawb to Steven Gielberg. Another collar and elbow tie up, waistlock transition here. Reverse DDT. Elbow drop onto the challenger. Running clothesline, head full of steam. Another snap suplex from Bawb. Reverse armbar, Bawb ran right into it. The director looking to strike here, looking to get this in one clean take. Looking for that discus elbow. Bawb denies it. Delivering an elbow of his own here. And Bawb rakes the back of Steven Gielberg. Bawb looking to take Steven Gielberg for one hell of a ride there. Sidewalk slam. Cover.
1, 2.
And a kick out from Steven Gielberg. Hip attack from the director. Keeping that pressure up. Zeroing in on the head of the champion, the hardcore champion. Bawb hangs onto the rope. Steven Gielberg drops down prematurely. Back body drop from Bawb. Bawb yelling at Steven Gielberg to get back to his feet. Bawb picks him up, throws him outside the ring here. And what the hell is Bawb thinking?
3.
Senton down to the floor, over the top, and onto the chest of Steven Gielberg.
7, 8, 9,
Pile driver to follow it up.
11, 12, 13, 14,
Another gotch style pile driver on the floor.
16, 17, 18.
Steven Gielberg, steel chair in hand. Hardcore match in effect. Weapons like this are encouraged while not outright illegal. There's nothing that the referees can do to disparage these men from using such equipment, such foreign objects. Irish whip. Steven Gielberg bounces off the ropes, hangs on to the ropes. Steven Gielberg looking to be in the middle there. Running clothesline. Bawb catches it into an armbar. A 3-point stance from Steven Gielberg, trying to take down and tackle Bawb. Back body drop onto the chair.
One, two,
The action spills to the outside once again here.
4, 5, 6,
Pile driver on the floor.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Bob's just vicious, trying to break the neck of Steven Gielberg. We thought Josue had it bad enough.
15.
Snap suplex onto the chair. Another charge stance from Steven Gielberg. Steel chair in hand. Bawb disarms the challenger. Action spilling back to the outside.
2, 3, 4,
Back heel kick to the back of Bawb.
6, 7,
Both his men in front of the announcer's desk here.
9.
Bawb returning the action back to the ring. Steps in over the top rope. Big club to the back of Steven Gielberg. And this is just an absolutely brutal hoss fight here tonight. Stun gun over the ropes by Bawb. Steel chair to the head of Steven Gielberg. Irish whip reversal by the director. Looking to go for a Luthez press, but Bawb pumps the brakes. A hip throw from Bawb. And now Bawb has the steel chair in hand. Steven Gielberg disarms Bawb, picks up the chair, drills Bawb in the head with the chair. Steven Gielberg pushing Bawb back into the corner, drilling him with the chair now. Inside cradle by Steven Gielberg. This could be it. And no. Bawb gets up at 1. He breaks free of the small package. What the hell is Steven Gielberg thinking here? Double arm DDT. Deadlifting the champion. That's gotta be it. That has to be it. Cover.
2, count 2.
And Bawb kicks out. This hardcore championship match continues. Steven Gielberg get draped over the top rope once again here. Bawb going for an STF now. Cinched in deep. He's trying to make him tap. Steven Gielberg makes it to the ropes. That might have been his saving grace. Reverse armbar for Bawb. Bawb very vigilant, trying to make Steven Gielberg tap. He's moving quick. He's just on the ball, on the money. Shoulder breaker from the Misfit. Bawb looking to finally put things to an end here. Last caress, choke slam. And Steven Gielberg saved by the ropes. Listen to the roar here of the crowd here tonight. This is absolutely thunderous. Hook to the chest there. Steven Gielberg just got the breath taken right out of him. Bawb hurtling over Steven Gielberg. And a quick haymaker to the kidney. Knocked out the director. Real blink and you miss it moment here tonight at Euphoria. We get another close look at that strike here. Oh! Steven Gielberg put up one hell of a fight. Even went as far as to open up the hardcore champion, leaving him with a hell of a crimson mask. But the efforts, the overwhelming power, the wherewithal, the vitriol of the 300-pound Misfit Bawb it still proved to be too much for the director. Congratulations to Bawb on another successful defense of the Hardcore Championship. But coming up next, to keep the intensity up, to keep it high, we are now going into a first time ever 60-minute Iron Man match. We're of course talking about the BamBus, Ricky Rhombus, Bam Dardino, as they look to take on the combined efforts of the Viceroy, Jedi, and France's greatest export, the star attraction, Pierre Cinema. This has been boiling over between these two parties ever since the spring. Tonight is their opportunity to finally put an end to this. Tonight is their chance to prove that the future is indeed now. The future is now the present. This is a mission for the BamBus. They have to prove that they belong here. And they gotta put their money where their mouth is, because they're coming up against two of KPW's meanest and leanest, but truly a match made in hell here. as the Viceroy marches down to the ring. He's had one hell of a reservation reserved, especially for Ricky Rhombus. Those two have been going back and forth since May. And now Pierre Cinema looks to join the fray. The man that lost the World Heavyweight Championship because of Bam Dardino. Former best friends now turned bitter rivals, bitter enemies. Pierre Cinema looking like $1 million here tonight. Dressed to the nines, dressed for the occasion. You want your star-making moment, you gotta take down the Viceroy and the Star Attraction. Under Iron Man rules, 60 minutes. And it is just getting started. Ricky Rhombus and Jedi electing to start this bout off. Looking to pick up where they left off back at Sabotage. That Falls Count Anywhere match. Jedi having to ascend from the top, a frog splash all the way down to the floor under Ricky Rhombus just to put the man away. Now we see if Ricky Rhombus, if Bam Dardino, if they have the intestinal fortitude to go the distance. They don't want the conversation about the BamBus to be about what could have been, the wasted potential. They're here to prove themselves here tonight. BamBus keeping the pressure up on Jedi on the outside here. BamBus in control to kick off this bout. Jedi runs back into the ring, count is 7. Tag made to Bam Dardino. And you can still see how reluctant these two parties are regarding each other. Jedi, Pierre Cinema, they know that they have no choice but to work together. But it seems like both of these men are going out of their way to try and make sure that they don't need each other as much as possible. They need to get their personal animosities out of the way here. They gotta stop allowing their egos to be bruised by these two men, Bam Dardino, Ricky Rhombus, the BamBus. Irish whip into the corner. Face lock, reversal, back suplex by Bam Dardino. Scoop slam onto Pierre Cinema. Overhead strike takes down Pierre. Bam Dardino, Pierre Cinema, the two former best friends looking to slug things out here. Jedi wants a piece of Bam Dardino. And Pierre Cinema is going to give him exactly what he wants. Spinning back fist by Jedi onto Bam Dardino. He calls out the lightsaber. Chokehold in effect on Bam Dardino, trying to tap him out for the quick point here tonight. First ever Iron Man match here in KPW. In case you don't understand the rules of a 60-minute Iron Man match, it is not one fall to a finish. There is no elimination rules intact here. These two teams have 60 minutes, one full uninterrupted hour to score as many points as they possibly can here, whether it be pinfalls, submissions, countouts, you name it. Powerbomb reversal into a pinfall by Jedi. Spinning lightsaber by Jedi to Bam Dardino. Monkey flip onto the blue chipper, and he makes the quick tag to Ricky Rhombus. Irish whip, Ricky Rhombus hits the ropes. Bam Dardino scoop slams Jedi while Jedi's guard was down. And think of the unmitigated power. Think of the star power that is inside of this ring here tonight in this Iron Man match. The odd man out here tonight is Ricky Rhombus. His contemporaries in this bout, Bam Dardino, Jedi, Pierre Cinema, they have all been former world heavyweight champions. Bam Dardino holding on to the world heavyweight championship for a mere 12 days. Where Pando was able to step up and dethrone him, take that belt away from him just as quickly as he snatched it up from Pierre Cinema, a man that really traveled around the world in 80 days. A true fighting champion, stepped up to anybody and everybody that wanted a piece of France's greatest export. And even then, he's still the connecting piece between Bam and, of course, the champion before, the man that he beat to become the world heavyweight champion, his tag team partner here tonight, the Viceroy, Jedi. And it goes without any sort of question how successful the Viceroy was as a world heavyweight champion. He's been our longest reigning world heavyweight champion by far. A record-setting 218 days. And for reference, Pando is about to clear 30 days as world heavyweight champion. He still has to go through quite a bit of challenging to catch up to Jedi. He still has about another 6 months in the pocket. And look at the strategies on display here tonight in this tag team Iron Man match. Jedi, Pierre Cinema making frequent tags out, just like we saw in our opening bout here tonight for the tag team championships. These two are moving quick, they're moving fast. These two are trying to conserve their energy. They know that they have to go quite the distance. They know they still have 50 minutes ahead of them. Both teams have yet to score any sort of point here tonight, yet to score any falls. Jedi looking to go for a Northern Light suplex. Ricky Rhombus denies him. Machine gun chops. Ricky Rhombus brute forces his way through it. Single leg Boston Crab. Fisherman Buster. And Jedi is saved by the ropes. And look at Pierre Cinema standing calm, cool, and as collected as ever. He wants a piece of the action. Scoop slam from Pierre Cinema as he unleashes an assault on Ricky Rhombus. We saw that play out on Warzone just 2 weeks ago. He damn near beat Ricky Rhombus within an inch of his life. We saw just this past Monday night when Jedi was getting jumped by both members of the BamBus, Ricky Rhombus, Bandardino, Pierre Cinema charging through the crowd with a steel chair in hand, blindsiding both members of the BamBus and laying down this hellacious challenge. Sidewalk slam from Bandardino. Hip toss from Bandardino. Scoop slam from Pierre Cinema. And the intensity is so... like, the intensity, the vitriol, the hatred that these two men share in the ring here tonight. To think about how close these two used to be and to see where it has evolved, or rather devolved. Brainbuster onto Bandardino. Schoolboy counter up by Bandardino. Not even a 1 count, however. Tag made to Ricky Rhombus. An elbow to the chest of Ricky Rhombus, holding him in place by his neck. Big clothesline from the Viceroy. Heel kick to the back of the neck of Ricky Rhombus. Another standing clothesline from the Viceroy. Whipping him into the corner. Ricky Rhombus gets the boot up. Pierre Cinema trying to provide an assist from the apron. Ricky Rhombus getting knocked over the top rope down to the floor right beside his tag team partner Bandardino. Back fist, but Pierre Cinema gets pulled into harm's way here. And Slaptie Jones, he is very quickly losing control of this bout here. And a throw to the outside. Sends Ricky Rhombus flying. Bandardino, the odd man out now. Ricky Rhombus returning to provide some time to recuperate for his tag team partner. Pierre enters this bout. Spinning wheel kick takes down Ricky Rhombus. Pierre zeroing in on the legs of Ricky Rhombus now. Trying to take out that aerial offense of Ricky Rhombus, taking out the shape up. That's going to be one hell of a crucial move to take out of the back pocket of the BamBus. That top rope body splash from the shape of the future Ricky Rhombus. Meet it in the middle there, clothesline from Jedi to the back of Bandardino. A spinning wheel kick to the face of Bandardino. He had nowhere to go but eat the brunt of that impact. Arno, a tie-up European uppercut by Pierre Cinema. Side Russian leg sweep from the Star Traction. A little bit of miscommunication as Pierre Cinema whips Bandardino into Jedi. Tandem offense from the BamBus, side suplex from Bandardino. A side headlock from Ricky Rhombus. Tag made to Ricky Rhombus. Our second of 2 tag team matches here tonight. Our first one, of course, opening the show for the tag team championships. A hellacious bout that was between the Raging Bulls and our champions, Bunker Hill, who emerged victorious, retaining their tag team championships. We also saw the dream match between Billy and Cory Sinclair. Where Billy emerged victorious, delivering an absolutely vicious beatdown on the King of Stego style. And while we would like to say that things might end there between Billy and Cory Sinclair, we have the feeling that it might just be the beginning. Afterwards, we saw 2 championship matches contested here, including for the Twitch Championship, where we have crowned a new Twitch champion, as the Sauce has defeated Popcorn Papi to become Twitch champion for the 2nd time ever in his career. And right before, we saw the Hardcore Championship up for grabs. Bawb successfully defending against Steven Gielberg in a real bloody, brutal affair. Fisherman Buster on Jedi, and Jedi almost didn't beat the count. Another Fisherman's Buster. And the BamBus has a leg up on Pierre and Jedi. Ricky Rhombus just scored a point for the BamBus. This is huge here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a huge advantage for the BamBus. And under Iron Man rules, it's not one fall to a finish. This could very potentially be the only fall of this entire bout here. But now the BamBus, they have the bargaining chip, they have the advantage. They could run out the clock if they so choose. Tilt-a-whirl side slam from Bam Dardino. And look at Pierre on the apron trying to rally his tag team partner here tonight. Back into the fray here. Deadlift German from the mat. Overhead and right into the ropes there. An absolutely vicious landing for Bam. And now Pierre enters the bout here. Pierre, now the legal man. The BamBus double teaming him. There's that sense of unity, that sense of camaraderie that you won't find between Jedi and Pierre, but you will be finding it within the BamBus. We know how quickly these two struck up some serious chemistry as a tag team over the course of the winter. And they've been a truly dominant force ever since they've united with each other. Drop kick, followed up with an elbow from the apron. Pierre Cinema in a precarious position.
5, 6,
Drop kick
7,
from Ricky Rhombus to Pierre.
9,
Overhead strike takes down
11,
Pierre Cinema.
12,
Single leg Boston Crab on the floor here. Ricky Rhombus looking to go for a count out score here. Count of 15, and Pierre beats the count. Tag made to Ricky Rhombus. Tandem offense, double power bomb from the BamBus. Single leg Boston Crab onto Pierre Cinema. He might tap out France's greatest export, and no, he does not. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm receiving word from the board of directors, coming up in 48 hours, Warzone this Monday night. We will be seeing plenty of combatants here in action here, including the Raging Bulls as they go to tag team action once again. This time against Wasp, Mosquito, the Murder Hornets. And the Sauce isn't quite out of the woods yet either. He's got a non-title match to worry about on Warzone as he goes one-on-one against his old rival, Bunker Hill's stablemate of Popcorn Poppies. We're of course talking about the heartthrob Popo. As we get another thrilling rematch between the two old rivals as they continue to butt heads throughout the course of KPW's illustrious history. Also to come this Monday night, we'll be seeing Cory Sinclair going one-on-one against the role model Tape. Power bomb onto Jedi. But Ricky Ramos was not the legal man. Referee Slapside Jones refusing to count that pinfall. Back pendulum backbreaker, leg drop from Bam Dardino. Bam going up top. Missile drop kick. Jedi stays on his 2 feet though. He backs into Pierre Cinema. Pierre tags in. And speaking of Pierre Cinema, he'll be in action this Monday night as well. A quick strike from Pierre Cinema to Bam Dardino. Headlock transitioning into a leg sweep. Atomic drop from Pierre Cinema to Bam Dardino. Back suplex from Pierre Cinema to Bam Dardino. He's keeping the pressure up. And we know that the dissension that was caused, the split between those two men, Bam Dardino, Pierre Cinema. Bam was tired of doing all the dirty work for Pierre. Pierre, at one point in time, truly treated this man as an underling. A bellboy. And Bam Dardino got the idea that if he could break out of the grip of Pierre Cinema, he could truly shine on his own. He could break free, and he even found some solid support in Ricky Rhombus and also the BamBus. He'd eventually win the Lethal Lottery Contract 2025. Ricky Rhombus hooking the leg on Pierre. That kick out for Pierre Cinema. And Dardino would go on to win that Lethal Lottery Contract back at Spring Stampede. He would cash it in on Pierre Cinema. Really bringing and lending some credence to the old phrasing of payback's a bitch. Kitchen sink from Ricky Rhombus to Jedi. Bam Dardino tags back in. As a reminder, 60 minutes. This is not one fall to a finish. Bam Dardino, Ricky Rhombus, the BamBus. They have 1 point over Pierre and Jedi. And they have just been running out the clock for the past 10 minutes. Ever since they scored that pinfall on Jedi, that Fisherman's Buster. Guy in the corner of the BamBus. Jedi going up top here. Cradle suplex from the top. And now he's looking to gouge the eyes out on Bam Dardino. Arm drag from the Viceroy. Irish whip into the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl power slam. Cover and a breakup from Ricky Rhombus. Back suplex from Bam Dardino. Tag made to Ricky Rhombus. Back body drop by Ricky Rhombus onto Jedi. Pierre trying to assist however he can.
One, two, three.
And Ricky Rhombus has pulled it off once again. He snuck a pin behind the back of Pierre Cinema. The BamBus is now 2-0 over Pierre and Jedi. It's not looking good for the Viceroy here. Double knees, but Jedi moves out of harm's way. Hurricane counter cover. Double power bomb from the BamBus, hooking the leg once again here. And Pierre was late on the kick, on the breakup there. Now the BamBus is up 3 points. Pierre and Jedi have yet to score. This was all starting at a 60-minute time limit. We're almost halfway through this bout. Pierre Cinema tags in. All 3 of the points that have been accrued by the BamBus have been scored at the expense of the Viceroy. That man on the apron, Jedi. Pierre Cinema having to do some heavy lifting from here on out here. He's got to score. He's got to find a way to score 3 falls on the BamBus just to tie things up. And how many more of these falls, these submissions, is the BamBus gonna score in the next 30 minutes? Scoop, another snap suplex denied by Ricky Rhombus. Bam Dardino, Pierre Cinema, wrap it up, old business. Manhattan drop by Bam Dardino. Side Russian leg sweep from Pierre Cinema. Action spilling to the outside. Ricky Rhombus in between both the Viceroy and the Star Attraction.
5.
Tag made to the Viceroy. Ricky Rhombus returning to his corner. Pierre returning to his corner. Bam Dardino, Jedi countering with an armbar. He's trying to make Bam submit. Ricky Rhombus breaks it up once again. Running power bomb by Bam Dardino. And at this point, you almost have to wonder, can you just let the action sit for itself?
Break.
Absolutely unbelievable display here from both of these teams, both of these parties. You can really sit here and let the action speak for itself. The Kumite Dome, the faithful here tonight at the edge of their seats. Side headlock takeover by Bam Gardino. Jedi was training Bam for his tag team partner here tonight, Pierre Cinema. And in a vicious forearm on his former best friend. Snapmare from the former world champion. In fact, the only man that cannot call themselves a former world champion in this bout is Ricky Rhombus. But he's been the most successful, he's been the most dangerous man in this bout, as he has been able to score all 3 points for the BamBus in this bout. Overhead suplex, courtesy of Ricky Rhombus. Armbar by Jedi onto Ricky Rhombus. And that'd be one hell of a point for Pierre and Jedi to score if Jedi could get back at Ricky Rhombus by tapping him out. Waistlock tie up, Ricky Rhombus elbows his way free. And ladies and gentlemen, we still have a main event underway here tonight. Once we are past this 60-minute Iron Man war here, it doesn't even feel like a match, it feels like a damn war. Inside cradle, 1 count. Our main event still to come for the KPW World Heavyweight Championship. We are of course talking about the Monarch, Oliver English, challenging the Siberian Silver Bear, the World Heavyweight Champion Pando, in our main event, taking the World Heavyweight Championship hostage. Last Monday night on Warzone, Pando spending all night here tonight at Euphoria, fighting to get it back. And now he has to compete against the Monarch under Buckingham Palace rules. Who the hell knows what that's going to pertain? We don't even know what the hell a Buckingham Palace match is. We're hoping to get some answers for that before our main event here tonight. Double underhook backbreaker onto Ricky Rhombus. Drop kick to the back sends Ricky Rhombus tumbling through the ropes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The BamBus up 3-0. This is not the ideal scenario for Pierre nor Jedi. Pierre ascending to the top. Double axe handle onto Ricky Rhombus. Pierre looking to go for the starstruck on Ricky Rhombus. This could be it.
1, 2, 3.
And finally, Pierre and Jedi have scored a point. They need 2 more to tie the BamBus. But Pierre Cinema finally bringing something to the scoreboard for him and Jedi. Half Nelson suplex. Cover.
1.
Moving quick. Jedi providing a guard, and Ricky kicks out at 2. This is an absolutely sensational Iron Man match here tonight. The damnedest thing I've ever seen. Vertical suplex onto Pierre Cinema. And look at Ricky Rhombus taking the time. The hot dog and grandstand. I hope that starstruck DDT didn't bruise his ego too much. Neck breaker onto Ricky Rhombus. Running knee drop from Pierre onto Ricky Rhombus of the BamBus. I never thought I would see Jedi in any sort of position as an underdog. Assisted powerbomb. Bam going for the quick cover. And Pierre kicks out at 2. He's not going to give Bam Dardina the satisfaction of scoring a pin on him ever again. Jedi with the assist. Belly to back suplex onto Bam Dardina away from his tag partner. Breaking the back of Bam. The hell is Pierre Cinema thinking here? He's got something in mind. Running Bulldog onto Bam Dardino. Starstruck on Bam. Oh, and Pierre's not done. He's looking to seal the deal. A second one, just for good measure. Jedi in position. He's looking to counteract Ricky Rhombus. Running knee strike takes out Ricky. Bam just got scored on. It is now 3-2. BamBus still at the advantage. And Pierre and Jedi still have 20 minutes to break even. Drop toe hold by Pierre Cinema. Jedi picking up Bam, looking to strike. I think a little bit of miscommunication just happened. A little misfire as Jedi knocked Pierre Cinema off the apron. Bam looking to steal it. And Jedi squeaks the shoulder out. Stepped up Enziguri from the Viceroy. Cover.
One.
Forearm strike from the Viceroy, taking down Bernardino. Fallaway slam from the blue chipper. Ricky Rhombus, the legal man, Pierre Cinema, yelling at the Viceroy as tag team partner here. Get over to this corner. I'm ready. Put me in. I'm ready to play. I don't think Pierre would even try and squeak out the word coach to the Viceroy. I don't think Jedi has any room to call himself coach here tonight. Pierre scored both of the falls here. And look at the viciousness of that clothesline, courtesy of Ricky Rhombus. Ricky Rhombus goes low. Jedi went high and he got the tag in on Pierre. Running neck breaker by Ricky Rhombus. Knee drop onto Pierre. Head full of steam here. Ricky Rhombus knows he has to act quick. Pierre's the freshest of the four men in this bout. He's the only person in this match that hasn't had any sort of point scored against him. Headlock. Pierre being kept away from the ropes. Scissor sweep from Pierre Cinema. And Pierre's been a real guardian angel throughout this bout for him and the Viceroy, for him and Jedi. And Pierre made one hell of an offer to Jedi after they've been constantly running into each other since the end of July. After the war that those two went with on one another, and with the equal threat that they shared in the BamBus, Pierre made an offer to the Viceroy. You want an opportunity for closure? You want to finally move on from all this? We need to take out the BamBus first. Just like Pierre, as he drilled Bam Dardino with another star-struck DDT. Lateral press, cover.
2, 3.
And it is all tied up. It is 3-3. The BamBus has lost their advantage. We are back to a stalemate. We are back to square one. And there's still 17 minutes on the clock here. If the BamBus blow this 3-0 lead, I don't think they'd ever hear the end of it. Roundhouse strike from the Viceroy, sending Bam Dardino through the ropes there. Might have been just the thing he needed to regain his composure. And I never thought I would see the day where Pierre would be cheering on Jedi. I never thought I would see a day where these two would be on the same page But my God, they're doing it. This is growth here, ladies and gentlemen. This is progress. Standing clothesline takes Ricky Rhombus through the ropes. Arm elbow tie up Jedi with the Irish whip reversal. Right into Bandardino, trying to snap the arm of the Viceroy, trying to equalize and take out Jedi's greatest move, that patented sledgehammer. Spine on the pine by Ricky Rhombus. We're gonna go for a single leg Boston Crab. Is Jedi gonna tap? No, he ain't. Pierre's right there to break things up. And amidst the chaos, it appears Ricky Rhombus has been busted wide open here. He is wearing the proverbial crimson mask. Crucifix pin onto Bandardino. Pierre Cinema, not the legal man, however. He certainly bought the Viceroy some time. A chance to re-strategize, a chance to refocus and reprioritize on a man that's in the ring, the man that's legal in this bout, Bandardino. Jedi with the hook kick across the jaw of Bandardino. That could knock him out serious. Knock him out loopy. And Pierre Cinema tags in. He has been the difference maker for this team here. Capture suplex by Jedi. Back suplex by Pierre Cinema. Cover. Pierre looking to get one up. And he does it. The BamBus is now trailing behind. This Kumite Dome here tonight, packed, stacked, and sold out. Going absolutely electric here for this 60-minute Iron Man match. Here, ascending to the top. Ricky Rhombus blocks the double axe from the top. Double underhook backbreaker onto Ricky Rhombus. Pierre, we're gonna go for another Starstruck. Drilling him, planting him head first into the mat. Pulling him closer to the side of the Viceroy. Cover.
2, 3.
Another point scored by Pierre Cinema. Pierre is on fire here tonight. We're gonna go for another one, crucifix pin. But Slapthigh Jones, quick on his wits, quick and alert as a referee should be, calls for the rope break as Ricky Rhombus's bottom came in contact with that bottom rope. Jedi Bandardino slugging it out inside the ring there. Slapthigh Jones, our lead officials, just very rapidly losing control of this bout. Tag made to Jedi. And you can see the wear and tear across all of these combatants. Ricky Rhombus, a bloody mess. Jedi just bruised and battered. Completely spent, exhausted. Bandardino just unable to get the leg up on Pierre Cinema, and Pierre making himself one hell of a difference maker for this bout. He has scored every fall for his team in tonight's Iron Man match. BamBus looking to go for a double-decker here. Pierre pulls down Jedi. Ricky Rhombus misses. I never thought I would see the day where Pierre Cinema and Jedi could say that they could be like two hearts beating as one. They're moving like poetry in motion throughout this bout here. They were backed up against the corner in the opening half of this bout, where the BamBus scored 3 falls over them. Sunset flip cover.
2.
And Bam Dardino gets broken up. Tag made to the Viceroy. Excuse me, pardon me. Tag made to Pierre Cinema. Reverse armbar trying to snap the arm of Pierre Cinema. Take out all the pressure that he could apply in that front face lock for the Starstruck DDT. It'd be an effective strategy to take out Pierre's most dangerous move, and certainly the most effective move going into this bout. There's chaos inside the ring, pandemonium outside the ring. Ricky Rhombus is just laying in a serious beatdown on the Viceroy outside the ring. Drop toe hold by Pierre Cinema. Double axe handle onto Bam Dardino. Bam with the drop kick. Here doing his absolute best to hold him back. Tag made to Ricky Rhombus. Jedi providing one hell of a distraction here. Ricky Rhombus looking to seize a real serious opportunity here. Fisherman Buster on Pierre. And Pierre's bottom foot hit the rope. Running neck breaker onto Pierre Cinema. Cover.
1.
He's looking to steal it.
Count 2.
And Pierre kicks out. How the hell did he kick out of that? Some absolutely thrilling action that we're seeing here tonight at Euphoria. Pierre Cinema, Jedi teaming up against the BamBus in a 60-minute Iron Man tag team match. Jedi and Pierre, 5 points, a 2-point lead over Ricky Rhombus and Bam Dardino, otherwise collectively known as the BamBus. Look at the leg, looking to get another point here, and Pierre kicks out once again here. And Dardino throwing Jedi out of the ring here. An endeavor like this, a fighting effort at this size and scale, it can really take the breath right out of you. Rhombus. Going for a schoolboy cover up here. 2, 3. The BamBus trying to catch back up here. They have 6 minutes to tie things up here. What the hell would it possibly mean for these two teams if it comes to a damn tie? Here's 4-5 with the advantage. Going directly to Jedi and Pierre Cinema. Two bitter rivals forced to join forces against a threat so great, a threat so strong and formidable in the BamBus. Two rising stars. One of the most prominent tag teams here across all of KPW. Ready to make a name for themselves, ready to make a statement. And they've certainly proven that they can hang with the likes of Pierre and Jedi. But their goal has been all about trying to get one up on them. They've been trying to prove categorically that they are better than these two men. I believe deep down Pierre and Jedi know that these two have the potential to lead KPW to the future, but that future for them is not quite yet. That is what they are here to prove here tonight. It is what they are here to close a chapter on. Bamdardino up top here. Moonsault, but he misses. Perfect opening for Pierre. A crucial mistake for Bamdardino. And Bam's not through it yet. He's not out of the woods yet. He's taken two starstruck DDTs. And Bamdardino, he is struggling to stay on his own 2 feet after that. He needs to make a move towards his tag team partner. Ricky Rhombus makes the tag. Back body drop onto Pierre Cinema. Ricky Rhombus now the legal man. Cover.
1, 2.
Jedi not allowing Ricky Rhombus to get even at the expense of his tag team partner, Pierre Cinema. Jedi just choked out Ricky Rhombus. He's provided one hell of a distraction for Pierre Cinema. Pierre just has to wake up. He has to get himself together and capitalize. Look at the leg.
2, count 2.
And what a breakup from Bamdardino. We are down to the wire here. The minutes ticking away. Only 3 left to go. Diving knee drop, double knees, but nobody home. Pierre is beaten, bruised, and battered. Welts across the back. Jedi makes the tag. One that might be very well needed at this point in time. Schoolboy covered by Ricky Rhombus. A count of 1. Pierre Cinema needs to buy his tag team partner some time. 2 minutes to run out the clock here, ladies and gentlemen. Lightsaber right across the face of Ricky Rhombus.
2,
This could be a great way for
3,
Pierre and Jedi
4,
to keep the leg up on the BamBus. All Pierre has to do is distract
7,
Ricky Rhombus long enough
8.
to make him a non-factor. Jedi rolling him back into the ring, however. Rear naked choke. Looking to cinch it in deep. And Jedi just tapped out Ricky Rhombus. It is now 4-6. The BamBus have 90 seconds to score 2 points.
One, two.
Jedi has been on the receiving end of a beating all night here tonight in this Iron Man match. And he has finally evened the score for himself. He's gotten some real personal retribution here tonight. He didn't score the first 5 points for his team, but he might have scored the last point in the match altogether, the crucial one, the one that might guarantee them the victory here tonight. 48 seconds. This might be ball game for the BamBus. Jedi, the only thing he has to do is run out the clock. Diving clothesline from Ricky Rhombus to Jedi. Jedi still wants every piece of the action here. Tag made to Bam Dardino. And now Ricky Rhombus just looking to get a piece of some action here. He's looking to bust up Jedi. 8 seconds left to go.
Time up.
And the Viceroy and Pierre Cinema have done the deed.
Diggity,
60 minutes of Iron Man action.
diggity, dog.
Ricky Rhombus, Bam Dardino had a strong, vicious lead going into the first half of this bout here, going 3-0 against both Jedi and Pierre. And then in the last 20 minutes, Pierre made one hell of a difference for the team. Not only did he get the team to break even, he scored 2 points up. And while the BamBus was able to close the gap at least a little bit, Jedi put the final nail in the coffin here tonight, choking out Ricky Rhombus and emerging victorious, finally getting the closure that they need. All 4 of these men are exhausted. Medical staff rushing to escort them all to the back. Just an absolutely hellacious brawl here tonight at Euphoria. But still to come, our main event of the evening for the KPW World Heavyweight Championship. We are, of course, talking about Pando defending against the Monarch, Oliver English, in a Buckingham Palace match as we run down to the tail of the tape. We can see that Pando has the height advantage, he has the weight advantage. Coming in tonight at 6'8", 295 pounds. Oliver English, however, has been bulking up recently in the past several months. He is up to 235 here tonight. Still at quite the disadvantage, but he's been able to showcase his strength in times before, especially in crucial moments. This is the kind of pressure that a man like Oliver English could truly thrive in, as it's a battle between the Big Ben and Pando's bear hug. You also know that Oliver English was the first ever KPW World Heavyweight Champion. He's got all of Parliament at his side, with the exception of Hostway, who was dumped on his neck earlier on tonight by Pando, as he was on a hunt to get his world championship back from the possession of Parliament. Also know that this is, to our record, Oliver English has also never lost a Buckingham Palace match, but this is the first one we've ever contested here in KPW. Pando's been able to make things happen in such a short amount of time. He's had the World Championship come back home to him in just 1 minute and 46 seconds. And we are just 28 days into that championship reign. But before we get down to ringside for our main event, it is time to find out what exactly entails in a Buckingham Palace match.
Hello, my loyal subjects of Parliament. It is I, the monarch, Oliver English. Today's guide is about the Buckingham Palace match. This is no laughing matter, and it is the surest way to sharpen the iron of any man willing to call themselves the World Heavyweight Champion. Let's discuss the mandates of this stipulation. No foreign objects or weapons are allowed in this bout. You cannot engage in any offense utilizing or going over the top rope. There will be no count-outs because this match is held strictly to the confines of the squared circle. Any special maneuvers that can be implemented are forbidden. But most importantly, these are all restrictions that can only be applied to enemies of the Parliament state.
What?
The monarch will have access to every resource available to ensure the prophecy of the Great Vision gets fulfilled in the ring. It is now time to usher KPW back to days of true glory and renown.
That's just bullshit. What the hell is that all about? Rules for thee, but not for me, Oliver English? No special moves for Pando, no top rope maneuvers. No weapons, he can't leave the ring. He is severely limited. The arsenal of the Siberian Silver Bear. And he's got one hell of a way to guarantee himself the World Heavyweight Championship here tonight. Oliver English, by stealing that World Heavyweight Championship on Monday night, might have secured himself one hell of a checkmate. But now comes a mean green ass kicking machine. The KPW World Heavyweight Champion, an irate Siberian Silver Bear. Pando, and he's got the belt back. So much for leverage. So much for the leverage on Monday night. Pando might be down a muscle car, but he's certainly not out from having his World Heavyweight Championship. He has it proudly draped over the shoulder here. And Oliver English is stunned. He can't believe what he's seeing. What a perfect opening here. And what a hell of an opening strike by Pando, just damn near spearing Oliver English out of his boots. It's bad enough that Pando's also wearing the purple trunks gifted to him by Parliament when they were trying to recruit him into the ranks over the course of the past month, hoping that he would help fulfill their greater vision one way or another. Leapfrog by Pando. Hellacious forearm strike, sending Oliver inside out. The greater vision, of course, to restore KPW to its former glory, a time that Parliament believes was when Oliver English was the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion. A simpler time, perhaps. Perhaps not a better time. But any psychological advantage that Oliver English was looking to exploit going into this bout might have been neutralized. A hellacious drop kick from the world champion. Following up with a second drop kick. Pando might not be allowed to use special maneuvers. He He might not be allowed to use any offense involving the top rope. Can't use weapons. He can't leave the ring. Oliver English has every tool to his arsenal equipped. However, he has no restrictions bound to him in the Buckingham Palace match. As the action spills to the outside here, Pando knows that you can't leave the ring.
3,
Pando
4,
almost getting a bit ahead of himself.
6.
He cleared over that top rope. He would have been disqualified. And who knows how that could have affected the status of Pando as a world heavyweight champion. And of course, our main event of the evening, World Heavyweight Championship match. Euphoria, September 27th, 2025, live from the Kumite Dome. Pando, our World Heavyweight Champion in the purple apparel, Oliver English in the white. As they look to inflict a serious beatdown on one another, Pando looking for retribution. Looking to stay one step ahead of Parliament. Oliver English trying to reinstate the pecking order as he once knew it, as he was once on top. As this man has truly fostered quite a dangerous cult over the past several months, ever since he returned at Mayhem. Pando staying quick, staying sharp. Oliver English reversing the wrist lock, twisting Pando inside out. A heavy hook takes down Oliver English, the Monarch. Gut wrench powerbomb. Looking for the schoolboy and looking to steal it from Pando. And we heard it from Oliver English last Monday night on Warzone after Pando rejected and humiliated Parliament 2 weeks ago, rejecting their offer to join. Pando knew better than to give Oliver English the easy night off, to lay flat on his back and hand over the World Heavyweight Championship. Oliver English trying to make him pay dearly for that last Monday night, busting open Pando with a steel chair, sending more of his henchmen as part of Parliament to destroy that prized possession of Pando's. Oliver English going for a Big Ben. Restrictions are on for Oliver English. Cover. And we almost had a new World Heavyweight Champion. And fortunately for the Siberian Silver Bear, he was able to kick out. That was not in the record books. That definitely hadn't been in the plans for Oliver English. And look at Oliver English exploiting the rules that Pando can't stick up. Look at the rules, the regulations that Oliver English is able to break just by being the Monarch. Buckingham Palace rules. Really forcing the world champion to get creative here tonight. Irish whip, looking to meet in the middle, a high knee of the head of Pando. Knee drop, bringing down Pando. Lateral press, looking for the cover. Kick out by Pando. Pando sizing up Oliver English. Abdominal stretch cinched in by the Monarch. You heard it from Oliver English last week on Warzone. We sent your car up in flames, and now I'm gonna send your career up in flames too. And a hellacious spear from Pando to Oliver English. Oh! That was definitely not something that Pando wanted to go along the route with. Oliver English taking a hard shot below the belt of Pando. A real nasty low blow. Pendulum backbreaker by the Monarch. Quick cover. One, two, and no. Pando gets the shoulder up. He kicks out. This main event Buckingham Palace bout continues. World Heavyweight Championship, of course, on the line. Another hellacious clothesline from Pando. Notice how Pando hasn't been going for any sort of pins yet. He's really accentuating that he wants to make Oliver English suffer. Sunset flip covers, looking to steal it. No! Pando kicks out once again. Another European uppercut from Oliver English. Oliver English getting a bit desperate, moving quick on the pinfalls. Another kick out from Pando. Spinning wheel kick takes down Oliver English. Pando running the ropes, looking for another spear. Oliver English's head hitting the back of that bottom rope there. He's got to be feeling some real serious whiplash. A pump handle drop from Pando. Pando, the hell are you thinking, dude? You gotta get off of that top rope. Pando having his senses come back to him. If he left off that top rope, if he connected with that moonsault, if he even went through on the move, we would have a new World Heavyweight Champion. Pando would have been disqualified under Buckingham Palace rules. And that slight bit of hesitation has opened up another opportunity for the Monarch to inflict some more pain. Tombstone pile driver. Arm elbow tie up. Oliver English. Reverse suplex towards the corner. Trying to fold up and bend Pando like a scorpion. Oliver English looking to go for a reach around double German suplex. Pando with a big clothesline to the back of the neck. Drop kick from Pando. Pando keeping the pressure up, going for those heavy lumbering hooks. Cross-facing Oliver English. Another spear from Pando. Pando sizing up the Monarch here. Tilt-a-whirl power slam. Center of the ring. And no, Oliver English kicks out. But Pando keeps up to his feet. He's keeping up the pain. He's keeping up the torture. He is laying in the cut here tonight. clothesline from Pando after Oliver English steps down from the top rope. Pando getting a bit creative. They're using the second rope to deliver a splash. That's perfectly legal. Another clothesline from Pando, sending Oliver English inside out. Snapdragon suplex from the Siberian Silver Bear. Oliver English running into a belly-to-back suplex.
1, 2, count 2.
Oliver English just barely beat the count that time. Pando bouncing off the ropes there. Head full of steam. Another hellacious clothesline. Pando going back to the cross faces. Shot after shot, blow after blow. He is moving like a man possessed here tonight. Heavy elbow strike from Pando, our world heavyweight champion, the Siberian Silver Bear. Pando looking for another running power slam. Abdominal stretch by Oliver English, trying to tire out the world champion. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Pando feeling Oliver English all the way across the ring. What the hell does he have in mind here? He's going for it again here. He's getting some serious reps on the Monarch. Going 3 for 3. Oliver English trying to perch Pando up to the top rope, trying to take the win by a technicality. Pando pushes Oliver English off of him. Another Beal toss from Pando. All 4 posts in effect. And he's all fired up. He's definitely got something up his sleeve here. Oliver English attempting a pile driver. Hurricane Rana cover. Knees on the shoulders. And Oliver English somehow squeaks out the shoulder. He pops it up. This match still continues. Action spilling to the outside. Oliver English and tossed out of the ring where he is safe and secure. Pando can't leave the premises. Pando launching Oliver English one side of the ring to the other. Spear into the bottom turnbuckle. Pando looking for the fall away slam. Pando has Oliver English right where he wants him here. Pando. What the hell is he? That's a bear. No, wait a minute. Pando.
2, 3.
Lowered the guard of Oliver English. I don't know what the hell that was. We thought that was the bear hug. That would have been an instant disqualification. But that's something we've never seen from Pando before. He had to get creative. He just outsmarted the Monarch, and he is still our World Heavyweight Champion. Pando, a man that usually locks and cinches and traps in both arms to perform his bear hug, clearly did not execute that move the same way. As we're gonna get another look at this, as he cinches in only one arm and lifts him overhead, slamming and drilling Oliver English into the mat. Tori is absolutely stunned on the outside. She's speechless. Oliver English thought he had all the cards stacked in his favor when he went up against the Siberian Silver Bear, limiting his moveset, limiting him from going to the top rope, limiting him to inside the ring. No weapons, no specials. And it was that ability for Pando to open up and switch things up, forcing him to get creative, forcing him to find a new way to put down the Monarch, is what allowed him to emerge victorious here tonight. And how the hell is Parliament gonna retaliate here, coming up on Warzone in just 48 hours? That's all the time we have here tonight for Euphoria here, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Papi Styles, the only man that can call the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. Wishing you all a good night, everybody.